Hello everybody, this is the Michigan Squid here, and I'm here to bring you top 5 celebrities, or at least in my opinion. Remember, this is just an opinion of mine, so don't take anything of this seriously. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and let's begin. At number 5, we have Kid Rock. He is as well. He is a Michigan celebrity. So I've listened to much of his music. From Romeo, I think it's Romeo, Michigan. I believe he is 46, as much as I'm sure. Kid Rock mostly does country rock music, hence the name Kid Rock. I don't search up most of any information about him personally, about his personal life, but in my opinion, he is just like one of the most greatest singers of all time. But I still put him at number 5 compared to the other celebrities that I have on my list. At number 4, we have director Tim Burton. I find him as a very interesting director. I've not watched all of his movies that he's directed, but I've watched a good fair amount. I saw The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen Dark Shadows. I've seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I think that they have all just been amazing. Another interesting thing that I find of Tim Burton is that this is a director that I accidentally searched up personal information of his about. I'm not actually gonna even bring it up. Actually, never mind, because I don't want to bring it up to where I could actually offend him. But anyways, I find him just a very interesting and very great actor, and I find if I was to become a director, which is like one of my plans as a future career, I have a plan of either becoming an actor or a director. I consider him a role model for my directing idea. Up next for number 3, I have the king of country music himself, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, I listen to a lot of his music. Most of them are like his most well-known music. Mainly because I wasn't really born in the timeline that he was most popular and stuff like that, but I still listen to his music because it's very good. If you guys have never listened to any Johnny Cash's music, I would advise, I would just recommend it if you guys are very into country music and that kind of stuff. Mainly his music just it kind of speaks to you in a way. It doesn't speak to you, but it tells you a story like most music can do. That's kind of one of the reasons why I like his music. Even though he has sadly passed, I still remember most of his music. His music still is a cherish. Most people who have passed away sadly and are still are well known for the things that they did, and I consider him one of them people. And if you ever wanted to see find out exactly 100% the story of him, they've actually made a movie about his story. It's called Walk the Line, kind of off in one of his songs, I'd Walk the Line. But anyways, still, it's just I just he's a very good songwriter, and rest in peace, Johnny Cash. At number 2, we have Mr. David Allan Coe. I listen to quite a bit of his music, and like Johnny Cash, his music kind of in a goofy way, it tells a story to you. Let me just move my cursor off from the screen. It can tell a story to you, and sometimes it's one you can relate to, sometimes it's one that you can be you have to for his older ones, like for some of his most well-known ones, you have to have a very good sense of humor to really be able to know them and stuff, to where you're able to actually listen to his songs and like understand what he's saying. And he actually did meet Johnny Cash close, considering going back to number, I think it was 3. Yeah, still Johnny Cash was number 3. He did, as much as I know, they did one song together, and it was called Cocaine Carolina, because Johnny Cash was addicted to drugs, you know. But either way, it was a good song, and he still is a good singer. He's an old man, though, you know, nowadays, but still, I would still listen to him over a majority of the rap music that is nowadays. Nothing against rap music, I just don't really like it. And at number 1, I have decided that I would put Leonardo DiCaprio, because he is, like, mostly in my mind, he is one of the greatest actors of the, basically of his generation, but anyways. I've seen a lot of his movies, even some of his movies that he should have gotten a Oscar for, which he surprisingly did not. Titanic, that was a movie I think he should have gotten an Oscar for. Romeo plus Juliet, that was a movie I really think he should have. Wolves of Wall Street was another one, but you know, Revenant, that was what sealed the deal, and that was a hella great movie, you know, and he deserved that Oscar after he worked his entire career for that, for it. So, anyways, I just find him, like, as for, like, if I were to become a, actor for a future career, anyway, hope you guys liked the video. If there are any things that you guys disagreed about on the video, please do leave it in the comments down below. But anyways, this is the Michigan Squid. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out, my friends.